Konami Studios. Alright guys, well, talking about this video, let's get some disclosures out there. I have not read any of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or any of the Power Ranger stuff from Boom Studios. I want to find a way to jump on, and I figured with this #1, it's something I find mildly interesting, so I was going to jump on and talk about it. Now, if you guys recommend me going back and reading those other Power Rangers books, I would love to. I think it's a great time to jump on because I think it's ending soon and we're going to relaunch it, so to go back, I could easily pick up the trades. If you guys think it's worth it, please let me know if I should go back and read some of the Boom Studios Power Rangers stuff, because I'm very curious to see what those are going to be like. But today we are talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Ranger Slayer #1. Here's what I know about this before I read it. Evil Kimberly Hart. She worked for Lord Draken, and that was an evil version of Tommy, I think? And Tommy's now dead, so she comes back to her universe where there's kind of like a power struggle to see who's going to take Lord Draken's place as the ruler of this universe. That's a really cool idea. I think it's very compelling stuff. She was a villain, but now she's had a change of heart, so she wants to kind of take down the Empire, for lack of a better term. That is what Lord Draken left behind. I love seeing the Stormtrooper style Power Ranger suits. I'm calling them Stormtrooper because, look, there's a bunch of them in Ranger suits. They look really cool. A lot of evil stuff going on there. Something I wasn't aware of was that none of the other members of the Power Rangers were bad. I thought it was going to be all of them were bad. I guess they're not, because Kimberly needs to find a way where she can take down the evil people, because we get a shot where Scorpina is vying for the throne. She is going to become the next powerhouse because she doesn't believe Draken's going to return. She knows Kimberly is back, and she's like, you know what? We don't know where her loyalties lie, and there could be some rumors going around here that Draken's not coming back, so we gotta get to this throne and have a new power surge. Just someone taking power of this place, because there's a lot going on that we're going to get into in a bit here. So Kimberly has a change of heart. She's no longer the bad person she was before, so she wants to go talk to the people of the Resistance, and that would be Zach, who's still alive, Trini, who's still alive, Bulk. What a cool thing to see. And Aisha, I don't know anything about that character, but that's really cool to see. They no longer have their coins to become Power Rangers. They cannot control their suits anymore, so they are just kind of like militants fighting in like your G.I. Joe looking outfits, and that's pretty cool. They don't really know if they can trust Kimberly because of the things she did working under Lord Draken, and that's really cool to see. But they kind of just accept her reluctantly. Like, we really don't have any other choice going on here, because there is like a parasite or an evil that is spreading across this entire universe of like dead Power Rangers rising from the grave, or just dead creatures rising from the grave and attacking, which is really cool to see. And I want to say this too, the artwork in this book is gorgeous. Everything about it just looks stellar, and it's vibrant, and Kimberly is drawn so beautifully. Every line work on this book looks great. I think Kimberly looks fantastic. Just everything about her works perfect. It feels like an aged up version of all these actors and actresses from the way they looked when they were in this series. I think it's fantastic. I love everything about that, and I'm super happy with the way that turned out. So they decided, no, we will trust Kimberly for the most part here. We need to have a plan, and their plan involves using a Megazord, which is it was like a beaten down one, so it doesn't really operate well. Bulk's in there with Kimberly. They're going to get in, and as we're going into this place to attack, we are attacked by an undead Rita Repulsa, which was like, whoa, that is cool. Now, like I said too, I've never read any of the other stuff in the Boom Studios Power Rangers lore, so I wasn't aware if this was a thing that happened in a comic book or not. I'd love to hear if you guys could tell me if it happened or not in a previous comic book. But this version of Rita is dead. She is risen from the grave, and she is kind of commanding these evil armies. And we find out as this is going on that it was Trini who brought her back, because she said Zordon knows there's a spark of goodness inside of Rita, and I wanted to bring that out because we needed her. We needed that extra power to get back into this world. We needed her, but she didn't help us, and it kind of sucks. Well, that's fine, and the Megazord's destroyed, so now we have our next plan is we have to figure out a way in order to keep everything together, because everything is just turning to shit, and it's going to destroy the entire world. So we got to team up with Scorpina, who has been vying for the throne this whole time. Now she's kind of on it, and it's like, look, we're going to die if we don't stop Rita. And we kind of just gloss over the fact that it was Trini that brought her back, which I can move past. We kind of get a cool moment where it's like, where Kimberly's laughing with like Zach and Trini. She's like, Man, if Zordon could see us now just arguing with each other, I think he would just lose it. I thought that was a cool moment. Like, it doesn't hold that much weight to me because I haven't really read what happened in this universe before, but it's cute. You know, it's like a cute little thing that did happen, and I enjoyed that a lot. We are working with Scorpina, and we are taking down Rita Repulsa. We get everyone working together. We get Skull and Bulk working together. One's a Ranger, like Stormtrooper now. Bulk's working there. That was a cool moment to see those two just kind of interact. And after some good fighting and some good force work, we do manage to take down Rita Repulsa. You know, Scorpina and Trina kind of ally themselves, and they manage to find a way to take her down. They stab her right in the chest, and that's really cool to see. But now it's like, how are we going to coalesce in this world when there's just the two of factions, the good and the bad? We need to find the healthy medium. So Kimberly is going to take over the throne and work to become a new type of leader in this world that's kind of both good and bad, I guess, because she's right in the middle. I like that a lot. I hope there's more to this book, because I think there could be a lot of cool stuff that we see, other villains, other heroes, maybe different types of Power Rangers showing up. That could be really fun to see. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, I didn't read any other Power Ranger stuff before this, but I really want to go back and read them because the artwork is so clean, the writing is so vibrant, the story was very compelling and interesting, and it takes stuff in a direction with these characters that you weren't expecting, especially if you never knew anything else about Lord Draken or the Ranger Slayer. The costume of the Ranger Slayer looks great, by the way. That looks incredible. I loved this book. It might be my favorite book I read this week, and I read some really great stuff. So I highly recommend checking out Ranger Slayer #1. It is well worth the read. Everything about it works so well. And if you have a connection to these characters more than I do, I think it's going to work well for you, even more than it did for me. But that is my review, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you could check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.